Guys, I picked up these shortbread cookies. It's so good. And they're very high in fat though. 19% trans fat. Oops. Oh well. Hey guys, what's up? It's Justine, and today I'm going to be filming a sit-down video for you guys, like mostly I always do. And I got a few requests to talk about my nursing school application process. And I hope I don't let a few of you down, like the ones of you that were wondering about this. But where I come from in Canada, the application process really wasn't that difficult or wasn't that complicated. But I wrote a few notes down, and I'll let you know exactly what I mean, so stick with me. So before I actually start talking about my application process, the first thing that I want to say is that if you're going to apply to nursing school, make sure that it's 110% what you want to do for the rest of your life, because it is a very demanding career and it does require you to be really committed to it, as much in school as in your practice. And so if you are 100% sure, if you're not 100% sure that's what you want to do, I recommend don't go to the internet, like TV shows and stuff, because that's not reality, obviously. But I know my high school had this. They could pair you up with like for me, like say I wanted to go into nursing, so they would pair me up with a hospital. I didn't do it, my friend did it, so she got to spend the day on a floor and see what nurses actually do in real life to help her make her decision. And also when I was in nursing school, I know it's confusing when I say when I was in nursing school. I am in nursing school, but I think I explained before I did like my college, and now I'm doing my bachelors. So when I was in college in nursing school, we had it was a lab day, I think, this girl from, I think she was in high school, she came and observed. So what we did in lab, what we did in class, to really get an idea of what the school is like. So if you can combine those, get an idea of what school is like, and then get an idea of how a unit works and what nurses actually do, that would be great, because that's really going to give you, I guess, like an answer as to if that's what you really want to do. So that's my first thing. Before you apply, make sure it is 110% what you want to do. I mean, I say this, but then again, when I applied, I remember I was sitting in class one day with my friend who I just spoke about. She went to the hospital, and we're still friends today. We're doing our bachelor's together. And we were sitting in math class in high school, and it was that time of the year where you have to start applying to school, start deciding what you want to do with your life. You're 16, you're like, I have no idea. And I wanted to be either a pediatrician or go into psychology. And so we were sitting in math class, and I remember my desk was skewered and her desk was see, I'm sitting like this, her desk was skewered, and I was turned around and we were just talking. And she's like, what about nursing? What about if we applied to nursing? And I was like, huh, I had never thought about being a nurse until that moment. And I was like, huh, nursing, that could be interesting. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I did a little bit of research, looked at which schools offered in my area, and I was like, that's it, we're going into nursing. And it was as simple as that. I always loved medical stuff. I know, I'm sorry, I'm babbling on, I always do this. I loved medical stuff, I loved the hospital, I loved science, I guess, biology and stuff. So I was like, nursing, awesome, let's do it. And we did. So that's my first tip. Make sure that you have a real passion for the profession. Okay, so now to go over the actual application process. So personally for me, as I said, it wasn't very complicated. I remember, well, this is 4 years ago. I think I sent in my application. I can't remember if it was written or if it was online, but I just sent in my application, and we had to write a letter of intent where you say why you want to go into nursing, why you'd be a good candidate to be a nurse, all that stuff. So definitely I recommend spending time on that letter, because I don't know what exactly the percentages are, but I know that they do take the letter into account. So you want it to be well written and well thought out and really represent who you are as a person. And what else did I write? Yeah, so they do look at your school records. So if you're coming straight out of high school, for me, they looked at my records. I got a few questions on what your average has to be to get in. To be honest, I think I had like an 82 or 84 average, and I got in no problem. And my friend who had, I think she had like a 75 average, she got in as well, no problem. So but I do think that this depends. I think some schools in the States, like nursing schools, are more tough than my school was. So definitely check with people either that have been to that school, or check with the school themselves what they expect from your average. And also, so yes, I applied to 2 different schools in my area, and I got accepted to both. And then it was just a matter of deciding which one I wanted to go to. You look at the pros and cons of both, like their location, their academic life, the classes they offer. You can try to find people who went to those schools, ask them how they liked it, how they enjoyed their experience. Like I know my school, I really, really enjoyed my experience. There was a huge component that was based on clinical practice. Like our first semester, we had like a few weeks of lab, and then I think it was a month or 2 into the semester, we were in the hospital, we were doing bed baths, changing diapers, and like we did the real dirty work, and that really was like, I guess, a determinant to know if this is for you. Whereas my cousin, who did her bachelor's, so she did a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, where I'm going to school, where I'm doing my bachelor's now. I'm doing a bachelor's in nursing. She did a bachelor's in science in nursing or something. They didn't go into the hospital until a year after they started. So for a whole year, she was sitting in class, and I remember her telling me, she's like, I don't even know what nursing is because I haven't experienced it. So definitely try to find a school that puts you in clinical, like at the beginning. So you're in there, you're on like in the environment, and you can really know if you enjoy it or not. Now, like I said, my application process did not consist of an in-person interview. It was really just that letter of intent. But I know that a lot of schools do have interviews, so if you do have to attend an interview, I got someone asking me what kind of clothes should I wear. I definitely recommend dressing like, what's it called? Like not formal, like I guess a casual formal. Like don't wear jeans, don't wear like a t-shirt, like dress proper, but then again, not like, I guess, a fancy dress, and like for guys like a suit. I don't know, I'm not sure. I guess like just be presentable. You want to like project a really good image of yourself. You want people to take you seriously, and that's really the most important part of, I guess, like choosing your attire. So just to recap, when you're making your choice of school, make sure you look at all the pros and cons of the different schools. Really find a program that puts you in the hospital right away so you can know if it's really for you. And also, before you apply, if you're still in high school, I really recommend trying to get like a stage day or like an orientation day in the hospital to really see what it's like. If you know friends, family members that are nurses, ask them if you can go observe, ask them. I know my friend who's about to start nursing, her mom's a doctor, so she goes to her mom's clinic, and tomorrow, she's gonna spend the day with a nurse, asking her questions and really seeing what her job is, and that's really good because it helps you really see if the job is for you. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that this met your expectations. I'm sorry, I know my application process probably isn't as complicated as a lot of yours is, so maybe go find some other videos to base your your thoughts or decisions on, but I hope this helped you guys out a little bit, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.